Hello, it's me again, the guy with no name. Guess we'll keep the light on, whatever. So yeah, it's week 7 in the NFL. What I wanted to do is just very quickly go over my predictions for week 7. We'll get later on in the week. We'll do over the results. But yeah, as I said, I think Green Bay will win. They did. 26-10. Over under was 46. Didn't that go over? No big deal. Whatever. We didn't. 46, 26, 36. Stayed under, but we don't really trade that kind of stuff. We just trade the over under, the ATS basically. But yeah, what I want to do is predict the rest of week 7, and then we'll get back in the week and we'll talk about what we did and the results with that. We have a morning game. We have a 9 o'clock game, 9:30 game in the morning, followed with the noon games and the 3 o'clock games, and then of course the Sunday night game and the Monday night game. We're gonna do all of that right now, and let's get started here. So the New York Giants against the Los Angeles Rams. New York versus LA, coast to coast, except this game is being played in London. So it will be on or televised at 9:30 Central Time, I believe. Interesting thing about this game is that it's an LA home game. However, the Giants probably will get the benefit of feeling the hometown crowd, given that London is that much closer to New York, and New York has a lot of big spenders. I'm sure LA does too, but you probably will get more New York fans at this game anyway to get that home team advantage feel. That kind of factored into my prediction. I think that New York will win this game and they will cover the 3-point spread. 45 is the over-under. I went with the over only because that's 45. It's pretty run-of-the-mill over-under. Nothing's too high, nothing's too low on that one. This is my prediction. Minnesota at Philadelphia. I went with Minnesota. They are the favorite, so Philadelphia here is the home team. But Minnesota is actually given the 3-point spread. Usually it's the other way around. The home team gets the 3-point spread. It kind of goes what Vegas feels for this game. I'm under the same assumption. I've always had this thing about the flash in the pan phenomenon, if you will. I don't think Carson Wentz is a long-term type of phenomenon player. He did come from a Division II school, so that kind of played into my factor. I mean, hell, for his sake, I hope he proves me wrong, that he lights up these punks. But I just don't think it's gonna happen. I think Minnesota covers this. 40 is an over-under. I went with the over only for the fact that it's a low over-under. New Orleans at Kansas City. Kansas City is a 6-point spread. It started at 6.5. It went down to 6. So I went with Kansas City to win by more than 6, and I don't know why, but I just don't feel anything coming from New Orleans. I've always said it in the past. They're an old team. They're not doing shit to change. It's just not gonna happen. Kansas City, they're still good. They're still a factor. They're still relevant. 50 and 51 points is the over-under. I'm going to go with the under in this. That's a pretty high over-under. I don't really see Kansas City lighting up the scoreboard. Philadelphia usually can, but they haven't been doing it the last couple of weeks. So for that reason, I think it's going to go under. Also has to do with Carson Wentz just being figured out. You get that body of tape on you, and all of a sudden they know what the fuck you're going to do, where you're going, and that kind of shit. So that's just what I think. Just to let you know, I've been drinking. Cubs won. They're independent. They're National League champions. So if I look a little bit off, a little bit puffy-eyed or whatever, it's because I've been drinking. I'm not gonna lie. I'm transparent. I'm just like you. I like to party. I like in sports teams. When they win, I win. I get some more drinks in me. That's just the way it is. All right. Don't fuck with me. You do it too. Where was I? Washington at Detroit. Detroit is favored by 1.5. They are at home against the Washington team that I really don't see as a contender or anything near it. Personnel, off the field factors. 50 is the over-under. I did pick the under only for the simple fact that this is a way over-under. I mean, I know Detroit can put up some points. Washington, I really don't think they can, so only for that. I mean, for only half the teams that put up points, it's going to stay under. And while Detroit should win this one, I mean, they are at home against a Washington team that's really not, they're not, in my opinion, they're not a contender. They're nowhere near a contender. Detroit should win this one by more than 1.5 points. That's my pick. Cleveland at Cincinnati. Cincinnati, this is the biggest line so far, I think, in the NFL so far, this week anyway. So, Cleveland, while the only winless team in the whole NFL, going up against the Cincinnati team. Cincinnati not looking so hot this year, but it is a Cleveland team that hasn't won this year. I went with Cleveland, or I went with Cincinnati, I'm sorry. I went with Cincinnati covered at 10 points. Only because it is such a huge line. Cincinnati has looked better in the last couple of weeks. They have a shot. I'm not completely confident on my pick, but I just think that Cincinnati just should outshine the winless Cleveland Browns and win this game by more than 10. That's the hope. We'll see what happens. 46 is the over-under. I'm going to go with the over only because it's kind of a low over-under. It's actually not that low. It's a little bit over the need, but I still think that it's going to be an over game. Hopefully for both of these teams' sake, to put some points up on the board. Buffalo at Miami. Buffalo is favored by 2.5 points. Buffalo is actually a road dog. This kind of gives you an idea what the Vegas thinks about Miami. It's what I think about them. I don't really like them. I don't really think they're going to win. I'm going to go with Buffalo winning this one with the points by 2.5. 44.5 is the over-under, so it's going to go over. That's a low over-under, and that's what I kind of think. And Miami is just not there this year. I don't believe in Tannehill. Buffalo is there. I mean, the last couple of weeks they've been proving that they've been able to put some points up against some teams, and they've been able to put some points up against not so good teams, and they're doing all right. So we'll see what that happens with that result. Oakland at Jacksonville. Jacksonville is a 1.5 points favorite. I still like Oakland. Oakland just showing me that they're a contender, that they're ready, they're hungry, they're thirsty, if you will. So I like Oakland to win this game and to cover by the 1.5 point spread. 47 is a kind of a high over-under, but I kind of see it from these West Coast teams to do it, so we're going to go with that. Indianapolis at Tennessee. The line is Tennessee at home, -3 standard, so whatever. We're going to go with Tennessee to win this one at 3. Over-under is 48, kind of an over, but so that's why I picked it to go under. Rolling along here, not really a big takeaway in the game. Baltimore versus New York Jets. The New York Jets are favored to win by 2, but they are home team, so that's actually on the low side. I'm going to go with Baltimore and win this one. Baltimore plus the 2.5 game, or 2.5 points line. Only because I think they're a much better football team, and they've had some tough breaks, but they should really bounce back against Jets team that's really not that good. 41 is a very low over-under, so I'm going to go with this game to go over. Afternoon games. San Diego at Atlanta. I'm going to pick Atlanta. I'm sorry, I did pick San Diego on the road at Atlanta to win this game, plus 6 points. So I don't know exactly why, but I just kind of think that San Diego is kind of streaky. Maybe they'll catch a good streak and win this game. 54.5 is the over-under. I want this game to stay under only because it is a high over-under. Tampa Bay, San Francisco. I picked San Francisco with the point. I'm sorry, I picked Tampa Bay with the point. We'll see if I'm right. And over-under is 45. I want the over. New England at Pittsburgh. I picked New England to cover by 7. The over-under is 48. I didn't go over. Seattle, Arizona, game of the week. I picked Arizona to win this one. I think it's only 1.5 point spread. So I'm going with the plus 1.5 point spread. I'm sorry, it's a minus 1.5 point spread. 43, so I'm going to go with over. Detroit, Houston at Denver. Denver should win this one by more than 8. I don't know why, but I think that's just what I picked. I went over the 10-minute mark, so this is going to take a while and a half to get on the fucking YouTube channel. I hate that. But as you can kind of sense that I was kind of rushing it. I didn't make the cutoff. Well, whatever. Over under is 40. I went with the over only because that's a very low over under 40 points. Are you kidding me? These teams, well, I know Denver could. Houston possibly could go over that. So those are my picks. This week I did actually have a couple of buddies of mine. We kind of did a 3-way thing going on. It was very interesting. We had a nice football conversation. It was very nice. It was very refreshing. I'll see if I can share those thoughts with you. They said they're going to put up their own videos. We'll see about that. And yeah, just a guy. Me was a regular guy. I'm just like you. Feel free to talk shit in the comments, but don't be an asshole about it. You know, we're only talking about words. You know, don't talk about mamas or stupid shit like that, because then I'll fucking ban you. It's just stupid shit. Don't be doing that, all right? We're just debating here. I don't want you to fucking say I'm gonna go over there and kick your ass, because that's stupid. You know, we're just talking about football. We're not talking about fucking trying to out alpha some motherfucker or nothing like that. Because you know what? I can fucking kill you with my thumb. Fuck you. Alright. See you guys next time.